Hello guys, this is Jordan from Jordan OK Review. Thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the Tangzu TzetianWu Heyday edition. It's a collab with HBB himself. It is very mouthful, so I will call it Heyday from now onwards. Okay, if you guys are aware, the previously Tangzu they have come up with this IEM called the Wu Zetian. Okay, it is a planar IEM that came out of nowhere. Suddenly it just hits the market and it tunes so differently, it's tuned so good. Okay, so it's gotten a lot of attention, and you know that Tangzu nowadays they are doing very well. Okay, they have very good arts okay in their box and in their packaging, including the wire as well. So I just love Tangzu, this company, especially their marketing team. Okay, they just disclose everything very clearly. Even this Heyday, before everyone's just have any questions, they have actually actively given out the informations, the difference of the planar IEM, the planar drivers that they have, the different casing that they have. They even have this little pie lifter diagram that actually to compare the difference. And then everything is so different. For me, I think that this is totally and a total different IEM, sharing the same name, with Wu Zetian and I would say the Heyday. So everything is different except the faceplate is a little bit similar. Other than that, the tuning wise, packaging wise, everything is so different. So let's go with the differences in the appearance aspect. So first thing first is the packaging. The packaging this time around, they have a different art this time. So it's a darker looking Empress, Wu Zetian, and as always, I think there are artists in Tangzu doing a very good job in designing, drawing all this kind of arts. It is something very different, being that nowadays a lot of IEM company, they just come up with a lot of waifu that of course you guys love. So now Tangzu is going on a very different directions. They come up with more China elements in their arts, which I would prefer, because this is something like a breath of fresh air in these IEM markets. So their packaging this time around is the box is so huge. The box is very huge. I would say that it's as huge as some of the TA audio IEM. So for me, I have no complaints because I love having a very good unboxing experience. The first thing first, I unboxed this with my wife again, because we unboxed one together last time. So this time we just invited her to do the unboxing, and the first reaction that we got was that we were amazed. We just have this wow reaction as if we were children's unboxing the Christmas gift. Because why? The unboxing experience is just very good. It's just very good because the accessories that they have, especially the carrying case, for the IEM itself, is in very good quality. This time around they come in black. Come in black, and then you can they have this place for you to actually put in the IEM so that they won't knock into each other, you won't get scratches and paint won't got chipped off. So for me, just on hand itself is felt very premium. So that's why we have that wow reaction while we opening it, and everything is just very nice looking, very nice looking, a very thoughtful way of doing this packaging. So thank you Tangzu for all your thoughts. And they also come with another mouse pad. Another mouse pad like this. Another mouse pad. This is only for early birds that have purchased it. So this mouse pad have the Wu Zetian art on it. This picture on it, and I would say that this mouse pad, it is not some very cheap mouse pad they just throw it in. This is very nice quality mouse pad. It have the thickness and the rubbery mouse pad surface on below, so it will slip off. So it's very thoughtful of you guys giving all this out. So let's go to the other things that I want to talk about on this Heyday. The cable. The cable, the biggest reason that caught my attention, I purchased this Heyday, this Tangzu Heyday, is because of the cable. If you guys have watched across video, okay, across another respected YouTuber, he mentioned that the cable is as nice as the cable on the BGVP Melody. Okay, I know that cable because I was amazed by that quality of the cable on that IEM itself. It's a single DD IEM around $130 or something, $100. It is very good. Okay, that's one of the best stock cable IEM out there around that price point. So he said that this is as good as that. Immediately I know that, oh, the level of this cable must be very good. So that's why. And the color, this time around, the color itself is in blue. Okay, it's in blue. This blue a little bit tilt toward maybe some almost purple. Okay, so this blue color is very nice. And I've gotten this. The first thing that I do is that I swap it to another IEM. Sorry, Tangzu. Yeah, your cable is just so nice. Okay, hopefully you guys will release this for sales separately. I guess a lot of people will like that. And it's a modular cable as always. So nowadays, if you come up with IEM, it must be modular. Okay, for some reason. So I appreciate that, and I put it onto my TA Audio Oracle, being that they're just color matching is just so nice. They have that synergy in their design. So sorry, Tangzu, yeah, it does look very good on the Heyday itself, being that the Heyday this time around is in black. Okay, it's in black, and engraving on it is it's just following the old version, the OG version, but because I think when it's in black, okay, it reflects better. So I think that the design wise, this is way better, okay, way more better than the original OG version. And I would say that the previous one felt a little bit cheap. Sorry, Tangzu again. So the build quality on the previous one was because only the faceplate is in metal, and the half of it, another half is in plastic. But this time around, this thing is fully in metal. Okay, fully in metal. Another thing to praise about is that they have mentioned this before their launch. Okay, when they're describing the difference in the OG and the Heyday, that this is full metal. Okay, so that's why I love the way they do things. Okay, they just tell us everything. So that's why another reason that we have we go and get this is because it's just very solid. Okay, this is one of the most premium looking build kind of IEM. Okay, because it's in black, it's metal. So if you guys know black metal IEM shell, something like the Eco OH10, so it will give you that very premium feeling. Okay, and you know that this sound, yeah, so it's very nice. Appreciate the changes over here, and I would think that this is way better than the previous version. Cable is also better. So this all the physical aspects, it just totally wrecked the OG version, the OG Zetian. So this is totally on another level. Okay, in terms of packaging, in terms of art, in terms of cable, the shell, everything is just way nicer, okay, than the previous version. So now let's talk about some of the other things, like the sound itself. Okay, the sound, I would say that it is very different. So if for comparison with the old one, I would say that I was not impressed, because although it's tuned very nice, okay, it's tuned very differently with all other planar IEM, but if no one have ever told me, or if I'm not aware, I would think that the OG is a very good tuned DD IEM. Yeah, so yeah, sorry, because it's just tuned very differently. Okay, it's just too different, that too distinctly, that I thought that it is a very good single DD IEM. So because usually IEM with planar drivers, they have this very clean, very detailed presentations. Okay, you can grab every single details of it. So the previous OG version is not that. Okay, it's not that. The detail retriever is one of the weakest amongst all the brothers planar IEM out there, like the S12, the Z12, the Timeless, okay, even the Talos. Okay, so but previous one, the OG version is not that. Okay, but it's tuned better, okay. In terms of tuning, I think that is one of the best tuned planar IEM compared to all of them. But the drawback is that the tuning, the detail retrieval on the OG, on the Wu Zetian, it cannot catch up with all their brothers out there, okay. Just a drawback. So good and bad, okay, good and bad. If you guys don't mind about the detail retrieval, you don't like very detailed IEM, you just like tuning, then the OG Wu Zetian is one of the best tuned planar IEM to go. So this second one, the Heyday collabs with HBB, is tuned very differently, okay. I would say it's totally another IEM, okay. I would say that if you name it another Empress, we don't have another Empress, sorry, in China. Maybe name it under another Emperor, okay, with another shell. I would think that this is a totally different IEM, okay, because why? Everything is so different. So first off, I would say let's go to the bass. The bass on this Heyday, for me, that I have gotten used to so many bassy IEM out there nowadays, so I think that the bass here is a little bit lacking, okay. One of the least bassy planar IEM that I came across with, maybe second one would be something like the Talos, yeah, the Talos. So the bass on here is a little bit more polite, okay. They cut down the amount of bass, which is a surprise, being that HBB, you know him as his preference, he usually will bump up bass and then as to match his library. So this time around, the bass over here is very polite, but it's a good thing, okay. It's a good thing. It don't give you that punch in the face, okay, like some other planar IEM, you know, being that something like the HookX, okay, HookX, especially the HookX HBB edition, the bass, they will literally punch you in the face until your nose bleed, okay. So this is different, okay. This way it's very snappy, don't have a lot of impact, but it's still snappy and speedy. And I would think that the bass here is just adequate, okay, adequate, almost to the point of lacking, okay, for my taste, But for you guys out there, if you guys prefer a cleaner presentation, then this is a very good bass presentation amongst all the planar, okay, because planar IEM are famous for their bassy signature. But if you guys don't like bassy, then this one is the one to go, okay. And the Heyday, I would say that what are the other aspects of this is that it is neutral, okay. It's tuned very neutral-ish, and then very analytical, okay. So let's go to the mid-range. The mid-range is what I would say that it is not recessed. It's not recessed, it is very clean, okay. First thing if I were to give two words to actually describe it, would be clean and very crisp, okay, crispy, yeah. All the notes, okay, come across very clean and very analytical, okay, on the mid-range. So because maybe of the bass is not that overpowering, okay, it's not shadowing all the other realms in the mids and treble. That's why the mids over here is very clean and very analytical, like I said, okay. So you can hear every single instruments very clearly in the background, of course, together with the vocal. They have their imaging is done very good. So vocal is vocal, then instrument is instruments. You can hear every single one of them separately. Separation on this is good as well. So I guess this is the best part of the original, the Heyday edition, because the original one, I would say, is a little bit laid back in mid-range, a little bit V-shaped as always, but this one performed way better than that, okay, because of the clean and presentation. So let's go to the treble part. The treble, some other people would say that the previous OG version is more forward, but I would say otherwise, because the big might be because of the cleanliness of the mid-range and without the disturbance of the bass, okay, shadowing the treble part. The treble here come across nearer, okay, clearer to me, okay, clearer. So I would think that this is also, for me, is a very forward sounding, okay, forward sounding vocal the treble and the upper mid-range part, so it's also a very forward sounding IEM. And let's go to the treble part. The treble on this, for me, it also has that planar zing, okay, the planar zing, the signature planar sound, okay. What is that? Is that you see in S12, okay, in the Timeless, in the Hook X HBB, okay, something like Talos, the Sterilist, all of them has this same characteristic that they are a little bit too energetic, okay, too energetic that you might be fatigued to listen to, especially something like the S12. S12 also is although it's a very good IEM, but the treble might not be for everyone, it's too energetic. But this one is also have that, okay, also have that characteristic, but it is not, let me give a reference point, okay, it's not as shouty or energetic as the S12 or Timeless and the Sterilist, okay. I would say that compared to the OG Wu Zetian, this is more energetic than the OG, okay. And I would think that what are the other comparison, like the HookX, okay, this is HookX being famous for a laid back signature. This is also more energetic than that, so it depends, okay, depends what is your acceptance of treble level, okay. For me, this is a little bit energetic but at a very acceptable range, okay. For me, S12, those are very fun, but then you cannot listen for too long. But this Heyday edition, you can listen for more than that, okay, more than that, and hour or two shouldn't be any issue. And if you got used to and you like that very crisp, very clean signature, you would prefer this, okay, you would prefer this. Nothing of the sibilance going on over here, okay. And another, maybe I compare it with some DD with other IEM, okay, with other configuration. Maybe the OH10, okay, OH10 also very fun IEM, very good IEM. This is not as energetic as the OH10. So because I'm trying to give as many reference point for you guys to know what is the treble level on this. So I don't have a lot of shouty or energetic IEM out there, so I can't give you all. Maybe somewhere around Kato, okay, somewhere around the Kato. I forgot what was the nozzle that I used, but Kato also kind of energetic in a way, so this is also around there, okay. So bright, is it bright? I would say yeah, a little bit bright, but nothing to too concern of, okay, nothing to concern of, unless you are super treble sensitive, okay. If you cannot take 5 seconds of S12, then you might need to try this out first, okay, before blind buying, okay. So what are the other aspects is that the best part of this is the airiness, okay. Airiness, the most airy sounding IEM that I've gotten from the planars line now, I would say is the HookX, okay, the HookX and the Hook X HBB, because of their semi-open back, okay, their airiness on there is just on another level, okay. This I would say come across number 2, okay, number 2 after the Hook X, this shall be my number 2 for airiness, okay, airiness. So this is also have that very airy kind of vocal with very clean presentation. Again, clean is the things that I would use throughout this video, because this just how it sounds, okay. So very airy, very analytical. So in terms of imaging and separation, I would say that it's just average, nothing to stand out too much. So let's go with some comparison, shall we? Comparison with the HookX. There we go. So the HookX, I will use the Hook X HBB edition, okay. Also, so both of them are HBB collabs. One is in blue, okay, the IEM is in blue with black cable. This is black IEM with blue cable, so I guess HBB himself might like blue a lot, just guessing. But the design, okay, the design on this, I would say that definitely the Heyday is a notch better, okay, it's notch better with the engraving and a very fantastic cable to go with. And I would say both of them sound very different, very different, because here the bass on the HookX HBB edition, that will literally punch you, okay, punch you to the floor, okay, that kind of level, okay. It's very bassy, give you very good punch, very speedy, okay. It will give you that sensation that it might even vibrate your ear bones, okay, near the ear region. So it's very fun, okay, very fun. So where else on the Heyday is more polite, okay, more polite. So you can, if you prefer something like acoustic songs, okay, acoustic female vocal, so this one might be the one to go for because it's more polite and it don't overshadow all other realm, okay. So let's go to the mid-range. Mid-range wise, I will say I will give it to the Heyday, okay. The Heyday mid-range is so clean, it's so nice, one of the best mid-range that I come across in the planar IEM, okay. Or most of the mid-range on other planar IEM are recessed, okay. Most of them are slightly V-shaped or V-shaped, okay. Like especially like the Hook X HBB is also slightly recessed. So here you will get the best mid-range from all across all other, okay, all other planar IEM out there. And treble on both, I would say that the HBB, Hook X HBB is slightly a little bit more energetic, okay, in a way that this is also bright. I think most of the planar IEM is bright, to be fair with. This is not as bright as the Hook X HBB, okay. So in terms of airiness, okay, airiness, I would say that the Hook X of course is more airy than this, but this is no slouch as well. So if without the Hook X, this would be the #1 airiness planar IEM out there. So this is the very brief comparison that I have with the HBB Hook X. So both of them are for very different library, so it depends on your library. This is more for IEM, for songs like the acoustic kind of tuning, or if you prefer vocal, okay, just vocal alone, okay, not with very complex instruments going on behind the music, that is the one to go for, okay. If you because this can give you that very clean presentation. So what are the other songs? Maybe something like soundtrack, okay, soundtrack or orchestra, okay. Orchestra might also sound good on this because it's very clean and you can hear every single instruments out there, and the bass is not that overpowering and it's very airy, okay. It's very airy, so it can have that deeper, wider space that orchestra can give you. So what are the other songs? Maybe That's It, okay. For That's It, definitely not for bass head, so bass head alert, keep away from this, it's not for you. So this is all for the Heyday, okay, Heyday. So it's a very good IEM, and thank you Tangzu for the cable. Please sell it separately, please. So I think a lot of people will like this. If me, I might get another one if you sell it separately. So this is all for the video today. Please like and subscribe, and it will help the channels a lot. So this is Jordan O'Keefe. Goodbye.